I'm live on Fog Football. Absolutely. There we go. Fog Football in the house. Let's talk about Clement. Let's talk about Brendan Rodgers. Let's talk about Lawrence Shankland. Let's talk about them all, shall we? So get the comments in and we'll do a wee quick, I'll say a quick wee stream. I think we could go to 5. Quarter to 5. Hour and a half away. I think we could manage that. I've also got an update to do with the it's not the SPFL, what do you call it? The fantasy team. Looking forward to that. So get your comments in and we'll get stuck into Philip Clement's presser, break it down, because he says he's had words with the board. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Big Phil has had a word with the board. Whatever the hell that means. He's had reassurances. Never know. Maybe there's going to be bigger things planned. And hopefully it can go down that way. So get your comments in. We're live. Ahead of tomorrow's final day watch along. All those games going to be getting watched along. Well, I'll say all of them. We're going to be covering the action, right? I can't literally watch 3 games at once. As we've got 2 likes, so we'll dive into Philip Clement's comments in a bit. Let's just get people in the chat. BSC, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can all count. Is he predicting the amount of titles that Celtic are going to win in a row? That's what could happen. That's what very easily could happen with those sort of numbers. Charles Leclerc, what about that guy in the golf getting arrested? Everybody, what's that about? No idea what it's for, so I don't know if I can really even attempt to comment on it, to be honest. But we'll get into Clement's comments very soon. Talking of those comments. So yeah, to see the first line that he says, disappointed as I wanted to win everything and become champions. Ah, Phil, but you let us down. You and the players absolutely let us down. Big time. Big time. Come on, only 2 viewers. What are we doing here? We need more than that. We need more than that to keep us going here with Big Philip Clement. Big Philip Clement. Right, there's no point commenting. Clement. I mean, there's not much exciting about Clement. Well, anyway, let's dive into his comments. I'm sure people will. I'll start a poll actually as well. Will Clement last next season? Because a lot of people were talking about that earlier on my stream on Big Stevie Cool 1872. Right, 7 viewers, right? So I'm going to talk about Clement now, right? No more wasting time. So this is what he said. Disappointed, as I wanted to win everything and become champions. We could not close that gap enough. We need to leave that behind us and look at how it makes us better moving forward, which we are very busy with. So we'll read one more, then we'll look at it. I had really good talks with the board about where to change towards recruitment, and we are aligned. We have plans. We now need to execute them. We are busy looking at all the departments and what we can make better to improve next season. So Clement's saying he's put it behind us. We could not close the gap enough. Hold on, son. We actually were ahead of Celtic at some point, Clement. So what's your logic there, Phil? Enlighten me. You know, you can say what you want, but Rangers were ahead of Celtic. This isn't Michael Beale where we couldn't literally close it. The gap was closed. Now, obviously, the gap grown again, but not liking that sort of filthy talk. I have to be honest there. I mean, it's a good thing he's aligned with the board, but I mean, that's just, he's hardly going to come out and say, we're not aligned, is he, at the end of the day? He did then went on to go and say, I'm really convinced that people in the club want to make steps forward, work hard and be honest with what is going on in the club. Everyone is really engaged to make things better. I know there are emotions now, which is normal. We're all very ambitious. We're going into a pre-season. It needs to be hard. We need to build physical to be able to play at high intensity 3 times a week and avoid so many injuries. We need to start pre-season strong ahead of qualifiers in the league. That's exactly what I like to hear for Philip Clement. We need to train hard. We need to lay the smack down. We need to start doing this. these sort of things. What did he say next? There are players who have played almost every game. There are individual cases. It is clear with the level of injuries, we need to break this cycle to make the squad more strong. We want a team that can compete all the time. Absolutely. Now, he did talk about injuries, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, Rangers' injuries, man, it's an absolute mess. As Clement will last next season, according to the votes. So we'll get 3 votes in there. But where's the comments? 5 minutes in, and we've only got BSC Entertainment laying the smack down with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a Clement. I need a question. I need questions to be asked. I need questions to be laid the smack down on your candy ass. But it's not happening for Philippe Clement. I mean, as for the injury news, I may as well dive into it as what he said. And I quote, Seaman will be back in selection to play some minutes, very little as his first step back. Ryan Jack is also the same. Liam Balogun is a question mark for tomorrow, but close to returning. Suter, Goldson, Barisic, Lawrence, Cortez, Matondo, and Danilo are missing from training with injury. Everyone in the squad now has a fight to make the selection for the Cup final. So, Suter is not making the Cup final by the sounds of that. Neither's Goldson. Barisic, thank goodness. Lawrence, thank goodness. Same with Goldson as well. Cortez, he's been out injured the whole time. Matondo. Cortez may as well just go back to Rennes. What's the point of him being here? You know what I mean? If he's just going to be injured, may as well use up Rennes' facilities. Matondo, not doing anything, man. I'm sick of it. Damn, Matondo's too injury prone. We need to get rid of him. Floppy a player. Scored goal of the season, but at the end of the day, that's not winning us trophies, is it? Got us a draw in a game we need it to win. And Danilo, that guy has been on Twitter sitting saying, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be back for the cup final. Keep pushing. He needs to lay off Twitter and Instagram, Danilo. He's talking absolute mince because he's not going to be back. Clement said, there will be changes. We need changes. I think we're at the end of a cycle as a club. We need to change something. And I want to end this cycle with a really big moment next Saturday at Hampden. Some guy said, sack him and bring in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Not a chance. No, do not want Ollie in the door. You know, you'd sign Ollie, man, up, and you'd be bringing in a bunch of Manchester United rejects on loan. That's what you would be getting. And then there's just, what the hell's all this? There's a lot of stuff to do with Brendan Rodgers. Oh, Brendan Rodgers sitting down with all the people he's claimed. Fat Myth, SOS, Pedro, Bread Boy, and Clement looks like he's getting added to the wall. Warburton, today's bread, today, even though it's Brennan's, but damn, doesn't matter. Do you think Tavin Goldson will be sold? We have a question. No, I don't. As much as I want them to be sold, as much as a lot of people want them to be sold, I don't think they will be. Not what I want to be saying, but I think that's just the reality that we're living in. I was checking my fantasy team, by the way. I haven't played it since the early weeks. I have Turnbull and Sam Lammers in it, and they both left in January. Put it that way. As for Brendan Rodgers, we're going to move to the green side. This is what Brendan Rodgers said in his press conference. He says, it's satisfying to prove doubters wrong after securing another league title, but he says he's not made of wood. Take of that what you will. Take of that what you will. And also Celtic looking for a goalkeeper potentially. What goalkeepers should Celtic sign or look at? Jack Butland, obviously, but that's not going to happen. Matt O'Reilly, trending. Matt O'Reilly. Actually, a lot of people calling for Clement's head here on Twitter, is what I would say. There's a lot going on in that department. Celtic have officially apologised to the Santa Claus that they booed during Chris. That feels about a million miles away. Doesn't it, man? Make sure you check out our video. Maybe not right now, of course. But we did make that video about Martin O'Neill earlier. Okay, right, we've got a few questions. All right, the questions are coming in. That's what I'm liking to see. We never sell players at the right time. For me, I'd cash in Dessers and try and get better. And he's getting older as well. But if he stays, I hope he smashes it. Absolutely. One can only hope that. Clement, of course, he could be at Rangers in 2025. He could be. Santiago Gutierrez Serna. Every time a Celtic manager does bad, I post on Twitter calling for his head as a Rangers fan. Guess it's only natural, isn't it? Rangers are desperate, apparently. Sema, Balogun and Somerville will apparently be fit for next weekend unless they are on huge doses of anabolic steroids. It's called clutching at straws. But I've already just covered it. He did say that Sema and Balogun could be fit, and Ryan Jack. That would be the sum of our dud, wouldn't it? But I mean, obviously Sema enhances Rangers' chances in Balogun, but right now, I mean, Rangers could be going into next week bloody looking soul destroyed in the back. Absolutely. But what else? Paul Hanlon. Apparently, that's a big mistake. Thoughts on big Paul Hanlon? Recruitment is vital for Clement. He needs to get it right. He does. He does. And apparently, Connor Barron is being considered for the 2024 Euro squad. Johnny Hayes said goodbye. I'm just reading off news here, so if anyone wants to comment on it, go ahead. But we'll read the comments in a second. I'm building them up here. Dre White believes St Johnson can dodge dread at playoff. Nah, they're shite. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Right, here we go. Let's see. Recruitment is fight. I've already read that. What do you think of the cup final? It'll be a tough game, but Rangers need to win. There's no two ways about it. Rangers need to pick up a result. Ross Wilson. If we win a double, we've been more successful than you for 2 of the last 4 seasons. Of which one of the unsuccessful seasons we went to a Euro final. End of quote. See, to be fair, you know, you look across the 4 seasons, Rangers would have won a league and obviously 2 trophies this season. But I mean, you take the league this season over the 2 trophies. I mean, I guess it could be a silver lining, but that's if you win the cup, man. You know what I mean? And the European final was good, but again, didn't win it. If we won it, how different would Rangers be right now if we won that European final? We would have went straight into the Champions League. There wouldn't have been those PSV games, and we would have been pot 1 in the Champions League. We would have been in a super. What do you call those things? Champions League winner against the Europa League winner. Super Cup. I think it's a Super Cup. So it would have been so much different, man. You're no winning next weekend. Big Baldy Hot Dog will be embarrassed next weekend. What Clement's going to be embarrassed. Yanda Handa targets perfect Ross County farewell as he pays tribute to his Staggies family. Celtic mentality monsters, no premiership is not enough as a rational Walter Smith fear to be turned on Rangers. I think that was to do with being like second best and all that. Yeah, it's not looking good for Rangers at the minute, man. It's not. But maybe, if Rangers win the cup final, that's a big step in the right direction. Even though right now, still reeling from the league, it doesn't feel that important. The League Cup, the Scottish Cup final. But it will, sooner rather than later. If you say so, we are. You're living in a fantasy land. You think it's a good season for Celtic after a treble. Double is a more successful season for us than it is you, especially with Euro performance. Nah, Ross, come on. Let's wrap up the Euro performances. Celtic were shite. We may have topped our group, but they've won the league. You won the league. Know what I mean? I don't think it is the best season for Celtic. Obviously not. But you would expect better from a treble winning team, especially with the GOAT, Brendan Rodgers, and the greatest midfielder of all time, Callum McGregor. But they haven't been able to. They couldn't perform in the Champions League for whatever reason. Mustn't be able to have fun in it in Champions League. Anyway, we'll come on last next season. 16 votes, 69% have went with yes, while 31% have went with no. 22 votes. No, 22 fewer, sorry. I'm going to end that poll. We'll start a new one in a minute. So we're going to take a look at the Champions League and explain that format here. Why not go ahead and do that before even look at tomorrow's matches? It's the last time for a while that a Scottish team will go straight into the Champions League proper. Well, if Rangers win the league next year, they do. So I guess that is a load of... Let's check. So it's going to be a straight 36 league rather than anything else. Divide it into groups. We 4 pots of 9. Every team will play one team from each pot at home and one team from each pot away. I think this champ. So these are the match days for anybody thinking of going. So obviously there will be big changes here. You've got one match day in September, you've got 2 in October, you've got 2 in November, 1 in December, and then you've got 2 match days in January. So that is the big difference there. How do the knockout stages work? 1 to 8 at the group go through the last 16. 9 to 17 get the playoff round at home. 17 to 24 get the playoff round, but they're away. And then 24 to 36 is eliminated. What sort of points total are we thinking you'd need to finish in the top 24? Like 5 points? But I think with this format, there's going to be a lot of teams finishing on 0 points. It's just my opinion. It all depends on the draws. At the end of the day, the final is on the 31st of May. Don't think any team from Scotland needs to worry about the Champions League final, to be honest. But I'm going to go back into the comments. Right, let's see what happened. To be fair, Clement has to say that. He can't exactly say no. Most of the players will still be here as the fans don't want that. Yeah, but he has said stuff in recent weeks about, Lundstrom's great and all that shite, and no one's that. League is better trophy than Irish Cups for sure, but it doesn't mean Celtic had a more successful season overall than we have. If we don't close the gap, we're happy after our start. I know, but you need to win the leagues. Again, win the cup double keeps us ahead in the trophy count as well, so that is another point. Good season, league retained, and a cup next weekend. I'll take that. But AR, what if Brendan Rodgers doesn't deliver the cup? What if Rangers do the cup double? Will people be wanting Rodgers' head? It's all right them singing his songs at Killie, all right, at Rugby Park. What's going to happen? Oh, I forgot. I was saying 5 points out of 18. It's what? 8? Yeah, it's 24 points now. I've just factored that in. Yeah, that's going to be a big. If you play foot. Yeah, I've actually played a lot of Football Manager with that new format, so I don't really know why I was talking like a novice on it. But yeah, roughly 9 points. How does Ross? Give Rangers a cup every year for the cups for the league? You mean? No league. One. I'll ask a different question then. Of course, this is based on us winning the cup. How does this season rate? And compared to the last 5, have we won the cup? Right, that's a good question, Ross Wilson. Last 5. So last season was awful. Last season would probably rank right at the bottom for me. Horrendous. Pumped in every Old Firm this season. You could say the same. We have one more game to go, but obviously you're based off we won the cup. Pumped in every Old Firm. Didn't win nothing. Set the club back. Season before that, we got the Europa League final and won the Scottish Cup. And then this would be 2. But as Kev says, I would be tempted to put the Europa League run above this season because there's so much disappointment right now. See when we got the Europa League final and won the Scottish Cup and lost it in the league, it didn't feel as bad as this. So that's why I would be as tempting to put the Europa League season 21-22 in at second. But if you want to put this season in at second, if we win the league, I don't think there's too much to complain about there. I don't. I think it's easily flipped between the 2. Let's see. Dundee are getting a 9 million cash injection. Who's giving them that? Man? Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, Martin O'Neill blasting Rangers is the worst team he's seen in years. What do we make of that? What else is going on? Kelleher to Celtic. EuroLeague run is 2 is fair, but it's not a complete disaster for us either. It's a fair season for us, just frustrating we threw the league away. He's working. AR, he is working. He's collecting some of that cash. Well, I'm collecting some of that cash on here. Let's not complete that. It's a fair season for us. Just frustrating. It is frustrating we threw away the league, but one. We beat Celtic at least once in the cup, or agreed it's a disaster season. Yep. I predict Hearts 2-0 with the biggest maroon tinted specs on. 2-0 to the Jambo. That's me typing. 9 million, not going to spend a penny on the pitch, probably. Which is, it's just shite the way that will is literally what will happen. We'll do predictions. We'll do predictions for a few of these games, won't we? Right, so obviously we'll do the Hearts one first. Since we've got a couple of Hearts fans, we'll talk a bit about Rangers. Tynecastle. If Hearts ever want a game or a period to take on Rangers, surely it would be now. But we fought that in the semi-final, and they couldn't get the job done. So, Philippe Clement, he's talking about the end of the cycle. It's like the washing machine. It is the end of the cycle. Washing machines live longer with Calgon. Supporter information. Nope, not. Down. Here's a prediction. The season Kelly get rid of the plastic pitch, they will go down. They're not getting rid of it next season. I don't think so. See the state of Twitter, man, when you go on it and see half the stuff that's going on. Is that all about? What is that all about, man? What is that? I was reading something there about Macho Man Randy Savage putting Charles Robinson in the hospital. WCW in 1999. If you know, you know, damn it. But not next season. All right, so but 25, 26, Kelly's getting rid of their stadium, their plastic pitch. Lawrence Shankland is a good player, but in the semi-final he did nothing. But his entire team did nothing, man. You know, he got no service whatsoever. It's like why I've said like in that Dundee nil game with Rangers and Dundee wouldn't matter. You had Shankland in that game. You know, you need to provide your strikers with service. And see in that game, if you actually watched it, Shankland was one of the only few Hearts players doing something. You know, he's hitting like outside the ball passes. And even in the 3-0 against Celtic, he was the best Hearts player. He is a step above them. To be fair, we could have 5 clear-cut chances, but Fargas or Grant made bad choices. They did. But I think it's about time that Hearts beat Rangers. Not that I want them to, but I mean, Rangers need to build as much momentum as they can ahead of that game. But I don't think it's going to happen, to say the least. So what about this poll then? Rangers are winning it with 55% of the poll. 20. I'm actually. I may as well read out my fan. Who even does the fantasy team anymore? Out of curiosity. The state of my team on game day 38. So we've got Dennis in nets, James Tavernier, I know, Randall, Cal Rose, Greg Taylor. Yeah, you've got Lammers in it. I've got Lammers in it. Turnbull, Bacchus, Clarkson, Duke, Lammers, and Kyogo. And my bench. Why was I ever sticking Sam Lammers up front, by the way? Shitey pants Lammers. Just for him to brick it. Sam Lammers, man. Beat at the weekend, then a 5-0 defeat to Celtic in the Cup. Perfect. That actually might happen to Rangers. You know, it's been pissing off the past couple of days, but see if you add on top the amount of more negativity there's going to be if Rangers do not beat Celtic, man, it's going to be mental. I mean, obviously, I think Rangers need it way more than Celtic, but it would be a downer on Celtic's summer if they get beat in the cup final. But as of right now, I can't blame anybody for thinking Celtic are going to win. I seen Rangers fans say they should bring back Lammers and play him as a striker. Nope, not a chance. I don't care if he's doing it in the Eredivisie. That's where he's done it his entire career. Well, anytime he's done it in his career. But anytime he goes elsewhere, his arse goes. Glasgow's too big for Sam Lammers. The guy's a fucking bottle merchant, playing absolute shite everywhere he goes. So, is what it is at the end of the day. But, Matt O'Reilly getting compared to Stuart Armstrong. Is that a bit disrespectful? Or what is going on there? Brendan Rodgers is about to get furnished, apparently. Oh, Rangers linked with Adama Traore, but it's not the... It's no the Adama Traore that everybody would want. In this talk, that the old firm could be going for Paul Hanlon. Paul Hanlon's pish. No, honestly, who are we trying to pretend here? By the way, that Paul Hanlon deserves a game for the old firm. Paul Hanlon is pish. 31 fuels. Right with Dan. Get your meltdown comments in. Who's in the middle of a meltdown? Who's got the biggest meltdown? President Trump talks about Rangers. I wonder when that happened. Dun. Right. Unpopular opinion. Other than Ajax fan or PSV, the rest of the Holland League is not that good. Alkmaar lost to Warsaw. Warsaw got pumped by a Norwegian team next round at home. No, yeah, the Dutch league ain't good. The top teams are, but it's not. I would say the bottom of the Dutch league is similar with the rest of our league. Thought Hearts and Kelly could make Celtic's game difficult, and even Dundee United BA said, let's forget about the second leg, but they still beat them. Yeah, I thought Hearts and Kelly would make Celtic difficult for them, but here, Hearts and Kelly did Rangers enough favours this season. You know what I mean? As much as I thought Celtic could have dropped points in both of those games, it's no good enough. It's absolutely not fucking... It's no good enough. It's no good enough. From Rangers' perspective, as the poll results continue to rise, Rangers with 48%, 24% for a draw. Hearts, 29%. To be honest, if Devlin made it 1-1, Kingsley got the header on target, it would have been very different. It could have been. There's talk of Bennett leaving the board and someone buying up the shares, but you get them every season. Yeah, it's always the same shit, isn't it, man? Just like a transfer. I'm not going to believe it until it's scarf pick. No way. Lammers. He's crap. Lammers is crap. Lammers. What's that other comment? Do you think Rangers can win to Celtic? What, in the cup final, son? Probably not. Do you think the other Scottish teams will qualify? I think Kelly will. There you go. Prediction, boom. Kelly will qualify for Europe. The arrogance of Celtic fans is hilarious. They still don't have as many trophies as Rangers. They don't, as I've just got crump, but they will soon enough. Sorry, Sharpie Staunch. I want to believe it too, son, but they've got every right to be smug. I get it. They're not even matching us right now, but you know, give it 8 days and this team will probably fucking bottle it again. It's confirmed he's heard about it. It seems more legit than normal. Do you use Rangers rumours? Yeah, I do, but mainly when it comes to transfer rumours, man. I only make fids about the board if it's concrete, like official. But I'll talk about it on here. But an actual fid about it, no, not really. I don't know. You talk about the board and shit. I'd rather just talk about the team and what's happening on the pitch. But again, the board's responsible for that, aren't they? Can we be considered a European club now? 3 to 4 seasons we've had Europe. Could have been 4 to 5. We get third. Which we will. Naismith we trust. Naismith. Yeah, that's what Hearts need though. Hearts need consistency to be able to compete with the old firm. I'm not saying it's going to happen within the next couple of years, but you need to constantly get Europe, man. I know it's boring for the rest of the league if Hearts finish third for the next 10 years, but that's what a team needs to take it to the top 2. Lammers looks like one of those male model types that don't want to mess up his hair. Yep. That is what he looks like. So, let's go through the fixtures tonight. We've got 2 games tonight, of course. I have 47.50 in my bet 365. Who should I bet? Who should I bet? Let's see. RFC News pretends it's done deal. Just reading what they say. See that RFC News? Is that the Australian guy? There's an Australian guy on YouTube, right, that does Rangers news, and he's got a Celtic channel. Now, you could argue, I've got a Rangers channel, and I'm here on Fog Football, but I'm not pretending to be a different person. This is simply a impartial channel, but this guy actually does Celtic and Rangers news and pretends to be a Celtic fan and pretends to be a Rangers fan. No, the English guy. All right, that's fair enough. But there is definitely an Australian guy. He might be English. I don't know. I think he's Australian, and he does both clubs. But there's that. Either he's wherever he is, he does both clubs and pretends to be a fan of both clubs, which is pathetic. Just to get views. Danny's called. I'm not too sure if that's him. Yeah, I've seen that guy, Jamie Red, and that went to his house, didn't he? But that guy's a fud. Sharpie, what do you want us to do? Not be happy we're dominating? How dare we? What a dud. What a dud. Look, yeah. If Aberdeen get their act together, they will push Hearts for third. They will, but will they get the act together? I'm not too sure. Right, let's go into the Scottish League One playoffs. We're so excited to talk about this game, I know. Spartans taking on Dumbarton. 2-1 Dumbarton lead from the first leg, of course. I think the Spartans will beat Dumbarton 2-1, and I think they'll win on penalties. But the game that we're more interested in, of course, how Rafe Rovers take on Partick Thistle, right? Actually, hold on, I need to get into these comments. Hold on. I hope they push us for third, but we have a better team. Even if we lose Shankland, they will lose. Bojan, Euro, Germany for Scotland. Yeah, I mean the Euros is hard. We'll have to wait and see how that going to go down. It's amazing how many people think you're two different people, and you put on a voice and answer. See the amount of effort that would actually take to not get it wrong. I don't have the time, and we've talked over each other. You can't talk over yourself. You can't interrupt yourself at the end of the day. Anyone with a brain would realise that it's definitely two different people. You know, I can tell my nose, but I mean, it sounds completely. It's not the same. I think he's another channel because I heard folk calling him out about it. Yeah, I don't know if I commented, but someone definitely commented about it. He makes it he's a real Rangers fan, but I don't know if he really is. No, I think he's just in it for the views. He realises that there's not many Rangers fans here on YouTube. It's not like the Premier League that's oversaturated now with fan channels, but in terms of Rangers, there's not that many channels here on YouTube. I mean, you could probably count them with two hands, the amount that's on this. But as for Rafe Rovers and Partick Thistle, I think Rafe Rovers are going to win. They beat Partick away, so I think they'll win at home. I'm going to go 2-0 Rafe, and I hope Rafe beats St Johnstone. Really is that simple. So how long are we into this? There's about 100 podcasts, but they're all shite. See, there is a lot of podcasts, but I'm talking about actual channels. There's a lot where they just get the podcast, they just get 5 people on, and they talk shite, and no, actually annoys me though about the Rangers rabble and the rest of them. It's almost like they all speak for 10 minutes, but then none of them gets to answer the other one's point, and the other person just speaks for 10 minutes. It's just fucking boring. They should be allowed to interrupt each other. Then Martin busts in, thinks he's the fucking Rock. There's a caller online, free big man. And then they have to interrupt what they're saying to hear what some fucking jobber's going to phone up with the phone in and say, Tav should stay, and, Connor Goldson's the man. Ridiculous. Martin needs slapped. I like how shite Fog Football is, and it's shit in a good way that makes sense. Point is shit football. It's funny, especially when you and your brother argue. Brilliant, isn't it? It's rather good shit than shit. That would be superb. You deserve all the super chats for your effort. Thank you, Kev. Kev gets it. Kev absolutely gets it. And if you want to send a super chat, anybody, see that wee dollar sign down there? would be greatly appreciated for all this time and effort going in. How did you ever end up a Hearts fan? I don't know. I mean, I think I was speaking about this on stream the other day. He got a Rangers cake for his 12th birthday. Now that is what 2002. That is. There's a photo. There's photo evidence of that, by the way. So I don't know. He just started supporting them. Yes, he's son of Scotland 90. Son of Scotland 90 is the guy on this channel. Is we Diddy Hearts channel that never went nowhere. Why do people used to do two voices? Come on, man, it's no I half understand it, right? Into if we're not in if we're doing a fid each, for example, but in the same fid, how could I do that? You know, we just sound similar because we're related, we're brothers. But he's definitely more squeakier than me. All right, I'm not having that. What do you think about the Edinburgh Classic? It's all right, isn't it? Rabble by far the worst. Martin needs slapped, but I can't read that. Where is Rangers getting the cash? Just playing the two voices thing. It's stupid that you may as well pretend you're both people. Yeah, but why would I do that? He takes a workload off me. If I'm out doing something and he can do it, you know what I mean? There's no benefit to pretend there's two voices. I mean, if I wanted somebody on this channel that bad, I would get somebody on this channel rather than do my own another voice. But I don't need to do that. At the end of the day. So we've got 32 people watching. We don't even have a poll up, man. I have a notification on Twitter. Who's slabbering? What a shite happening on Twitter. Dun 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 dun. How long did it take you to pick up that Irish twang? I don't know. I've been here a long time, so you need to. I don't know. I need to get the calculator to work that one out. To be honest, but it's Northern Ireland. I can't watch CJ Novo anymore. See if I hear we're back with a brand new video, I'll book. You know what, right? I actually don't understand CJ Novo. Like, he was defending Cantwell to the hill. He was defending Cantwell like Ned Stark was defending fucking the Iron Throne in season 1 of Game of Thrones. I do not understand his logic. Cantwell is celebrating a goal at 3-2 that does not matter. He's doing this, he's sticking the arms out. It's like he needs to know his role. He's not bigger than the club. If that's a message like, oh, I should have been picked for the Old Firm, fuck off. That's not the attitude Rangers need. And when Rodgers fires out things, oh, my players keep quiet and they do their talking on the pitch, that's exactly what he means. Cantwell is a FUD, and I like players that show passion. Is Todd Cantwell passionate? Absolutely. But he's an absolute moonbeam the way he gets on sometimes. And I think celebrating like that, going 3-2 up against Dundee, is exciting. No, but CJ Novo, though, right? Rangers win like 4-1 against Kelly. And they beat Dundee 5-2. And he's like, you know, on most of his thumbnails after defeat, he's smiling away. He can't. What even is a moonbeam? Like a tool, mongoloid, something like that. But here, I'm the biggest one. Some English atmospheres that like English Palace and my local team Everton, because I was born in Liverpool, have decent atmospheres, but some of the others are shite atmospheres, even Arsenal. Yep. The atmospheres down in England, man, are immense. They are. It's like Man City, man, they don't deserve all that success. Bloody, it's like a library in there. There you go. Walloper. Fud, prick, Walloper, tool, whatever. But big CJ Novo. What other Rangers YouTubers do we not like here on the YouTube, on the big red thing with the play button in the middle? I think, it's Steely. is probably the biggest moonbeam out there. You should know then. Oh, Sky Blue laying the smackdown. Would you do a CJ Novo collab? He wouldn't dare, man. And he doesn't. They don't swear or nothing. Know what I mean? Like I'm not PG. I'm not going to hold back. And it's like the Glasgow Rangers Nation, right? Podcast asked me in a live stream the other day, do you want to come on? And I've never even watched their feeds, right? I don't even know what their channel's about. I know it's obviously Rangers, right? But Son of Scotland 90, he said that they half of them don't even have a clue what they're talking about. And I couldn't sit on a podcast with 4 or 5 other people and just take in what they're saying if I think it's a load of shite. And obviously, it's their podcast. You can't just throw the head up. But that's why I like them my own thing. And speaking here, and that's why I like when me and him do a podcast, because we can give it to each other. See some of those people, you don't know what they're going to do. You know what I mean? If you start saying you're actually talking a lot of pish there, they'll probably start greeting and phone bloody, I don't even know, Samaritans or something on you. Makes it worse. He never even meant it. It was a cross. It was a cross. Yeah, whatever he meant, it was a cross. The celebration, I don't think it needs. Do you know Heart Standard? Probably second best football channel, but it's more journalistic than a fan channel. Yeah, everyone's different, man. Everybody's different. Everybody hurts. As we're 41 minutes in, I don't even know what other Rangers. I mean, Rangers rabble. I don't even like them, but they always come on my recommend it. And I'm like, all right, let's see what these fuds have got to say. Maybe while I'm editing, and I can just hear them in the background. But again, I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't even watch anybody else. Kev, I really liked your Kelly fed. You won 4-1, but you called it like it is. You knew you needed more goals. Exactly. The celebrations were, I mean, maybe disgusting's too far, but like they're making it 2-1. It's like we need 7-8 here against a 10-man Kelly. Fabio Silva thinks he's fucking stone cold Steve Austin. It was pathetic. Club at 22 is okay. At least they went into the team when they play shite. Wire in. See, that's what I hate on this chat. Half the words are cut off by like the love heart thing, and I'm just having to guess some of the words. The only football channels I watch is Hot Standard, Mighty Blues, everyone aren't that good. But see, there's nothing worse when these people have got these YouTube channels, man, and they don't say it like it is. They pretend that things are hunky dory. You know what I mean? This is Ibrox is good. See, some of them I've never even listened to. See, to give more of an educated answer to half of it, I would need to listen to them. But see, not the problem is, see, because I'm doing my own stuff, not that I don't have the time, I just don't really care about their opinion. Like I said, only reason I've stuck the Rangers rabble on is because they've appeared. If someone's appeared, I might, put them on. But I don't know. I think most of them talk shite. Anytime you see clips of them, they don't have a fucking clue what they're on about. It's delusion. I mean, if they can't call it this team now, then what can they call it? At the end of the day. But is there any news? Or what's Brendan Rodgers saying? Your reward is the best team finishes top. Brendan Rodgers getting stuck in. Get your brother on stream. You're a grade A fud. Who are you talking to? John's getting stuck in. Nero, he's working, man. I can't get him on today, and he's working tomorrow. Final day stream would have been good, but that's not happening. Martin O'Neill getting stuck in. The Grahamson is, folks. So hold on, let me see. Club at 22. I'm going to just type some of these guys in the YouTube here and see if I recognise their stuff, because I don't recognise it. How many? Club at 22, they get 6,000 subs. See, how do the members thing? See why they've got members? How does that work on YouTube? People just subscribe to that, or what is that? Yeah, I've never even heard of them before until about 5 minutes ago in that stream. basically the same as Twitch. Okay, that makes sense. And what's the other one? This is Ibrox, so I'm going to just check these out. Bear with me if I've seen them, because I would like to give an opinion, but if I haven't seen them, and I can't really say anything. This is Ibrox. All right, yes, I think I've definitely watched the odd video with this is Ibrox, but they're hyping up the fact that Cantwell probably won't be a player next season. How many subs have they got? 6.97. But who's on it? I don't even recognise any of them. Tommy, Craig, and John. No, I don't recognise. Yeah, I wasn't expecting main offenders over there, but yeah, ordinary supporters, that doesn't really surprise me. Get your my favourite videos of yours, the SPFL preview and review show. Yeah, I like doing them as well. It is sometimes a pain though trying to get through like the lower leagues, but once you get through it, it's no bad. It's no bad. And we'll give this stream probably 15 more minutes to an hour mark. I like going an hour. I'm off. Good show, Steve. About it. Thank you. The sky is blue. 1. Absolutely. But yeah, there's a lot of people here in the YouTube game. Glasgow Radio and Glasgow Rangers Nation, top class. Well, I've heard bad things about Glasgow Rangers Nation, but I'm not listening to them, just off of other people. So I can't comment too much on Rangers Radio. But I probably need to get more educated here, learn what the competition is. Carney, Scottish, Ali, Ryan are at club at 22. Come on, there will be changes. We need changes. Oh, we need changes. So critical. Derek McKinns. Manager of the season for Derek McKinns. What are we making of that? That worth it? Is that Derek McKinns? What else is going on? There's not really much happening today. I was expecting a bit more in terms of news. My wish, Livingston, Johnson, Ross County, number 3 teams who don't bring fans go down, never come back and replace them with clubs who actually call Falcon. Yep, I would like that too. Yeah, you need those. They're bringing decent numbers, man, in their leagues. That's what you need, and they bring decent away fans, and also fucking. That's what you need, man. There's nothing worse for the Scottish game when you watch one, man, like a full stand at Livy's empty. Like, I know most of the time the Old Firm, they just give them off free stands, but you know what I'm talking about. Unai Emery wants to turn Aston Villa into title challengers. There you go. Title challengers, absolutely. Klopp says he would get rid of VAR. Club 22, the best going. I might need to give Club 22 a wee few after this. A wee bit of inspection. What the hell's that coming on the TV there? I was wondering. Ultras 76 are good. See, I've never heard of half of these people, man. Ultras 76. Forza Ferrari. Who watches their F1? Ferrari looking good, no bad earlier. Absolutely not. So we got about just over 10 minutes to go, everybody. Just over 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Oh, yes, they are. Who did I say they were? Did I even say there were any ultras? Oh, I'm too focused on Rangers podcast that I thought that's what it meant. Club at 22 are great because they're not told what to say and give an honest opinion. When we play great, they applaud us, but when we're shite, they don't hold back. You need that honesty. Glasgow Rangers Nation does lives during games. All right, Stuart, guess what? Big Stevie Cool does lives. See tomorrow, 12:30. Be there, be square on this channel. We'll be covering all 3 of the games. Watch along. I'll be reacting as the goals go in. But the Rangers game is the one I'll be watching, so bear that in mind. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good wee laugh tomorrow. But yeah, as for Club 22, that's great. That's what I like to see, honesty. Because see this loser mentality with just Rangers losing, man, and people just accepting, oh, but Tav's good. His numbers back it up. Fuck his numbers. You can do members only, streaks, etc. So what's that? How's that work? Members only streak. Does that mean if someone becomes a member, they can have like the longest streak going because they keep resubscribing? Honestly, I have no idea how streak members work. I've always looked at it and went, should I enable that? But I've never got around to doing it on this or my channel. I might do it actually after I end this stream. Have a wee laugh. Glasgow Rangers Nation, Owen can't contemplate Stevie and Owen on the same show. See, who's this Owen guy? If he was the guy commenting on the stream the other day, he wanted me on the show, and I was like, I'll think about it. You fucking jobber. But the exact same as Twitch. You've resubbed for 3 months, etc. Oh, so it appears on the screen during like a live, and it says, being a follower, etc. All right, I kind of get it. I might go do that after this. Actually, get that fired up, man. But how's it? I don't even know how members work. Does it? Oh, but yeah, but like Twitch, so you have to pay, isn't it? So people would have to pay to be a member. But then what bonuses does a member get you? What would I have to be dishing out? Would I have to be doing a private member stream? Or how's that work? I don't even know. On Juicenet podcast the other night, when folk were giving Tav pelters in the chat, the admin wrote a note saying everyone criticizing Tav needs to get. I remember you said that the other day in the morning. It might have been last night, but yeah, get real. It's pathetic, man. I've said before, it's like the only people, right, the only people who should be, I would say, exempt from criticism this season would be Sterling and Butland. That is it. I mean, I would maybe throw Seema in there. But I would say every other player needs pelters this season. Even players that, but then I would maybe throw Seema in there because he's been injured, right? You've got Yilmaz as well, who I think just his injuries has cost us. Owen Baker's overrated. A members only stream. That's probably him, Stevie. Owen has about yeah. I mean, but see, I don't know. I don't even know what this guy's like. You know, when you go on his stream, it's like, is he going to take stuff thick if you joke around with the guy? Is he going to start fucking greeting live on air? Kev, decent channel for one of them, 3 in a row. Thank you, Kev, for the 199, big man. It's like their attitude is, even though someone is playing shit, you're not allowed to criticize them. But I actually fucking despise that, by the way. Right? See this? Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Like, why? Why can't you say that? I remember being at the Motherwell game, and there was people maybe about 5 rows in front to the next row. And some guy, these 2 guys were going ballistic all game, as everyone was, right? But these guys stood it, and they were calling somebody shite. I can't remember, and some woman went, "You can't say that," and they were just calling them shite. They weren't saying anything, personal, so to speak. And it's like, what the fuck are you on about? Or shite. Matches I went to were what? The Dundee game was shite then. Like I said, can't see you and him on the same show. He will cry. Will he cry? What's he like? Is he a fud? They will make out you're not a real supporter of your voice. But see, that logic's pish, man. It is. But that would be must-see TV. I just, you're too negative. You can't be a real supporter. Or maybe it is you just care a bit more. Maybe you don't want your team to be shite. Maybe you're sick of being second best. Maybe you're just sick fucking losing league title after league title after league title. I mean, if they're not thinking that, do people like waking up? See for like the past, see since Saturday, if you wake up and like if your first thought should be holy fuck we're shite. That's what it pretty much has been. It's not well we're shite, but here all happy families. James Tavernier, best season this year for accolades, so that's all that matters. Come on. 2-1, Motherwell win, Hearts 3-1, Celtic 3-0, Hearts Rangers. So you've been at a lot of games this year. Pretty much every game I've been at this year, Rangers have fucking no won. Oh, really? It's embarrassing. I think I put the scud on. I went to that Motherwell game, they got fucking scudded, and ever since then it's been downhill. Steve, exactly. We're sick of seeing the pricks walking away with every league. Yeah, it's almost like some fans have a fetish just to want Celtic to win league titles. I can't sit here and pretend it's great. And then I've had people comment in my feed saying that I'm negative, right? Because I'm saying after like you lose that Old Firm, that Dundee game, it's like I don't care. It's pish. It's even beating Kelly 4-1. Oh, how can you say that? You know, we won 4-1. Yeah, we won 4-1 against a shite Kelly team that was well, they're not shite, but you know they were doing the 10 men, backs against the wall, and we couldn't muster anything. Embarrassing first half that was, by the way. So if you can't call it, I mean, what are you supposed to sit there? You're right, though. What are you supposed to sit there and say, well, and say nothing? It's fucking shit. He needs called it. You know, it needs fucking called it. It's like anything, though. It's like anything. Like if you love a TV show or a movie or your politics or your country, you know, or a loved one, you can't just fucking follow them to the deep end. Well, you can follow them, but you need to call them out if they're doing something shite at the same time. Can't you know? Like there's loads of TV shows out there that have gone off the walls. You can't just fucking pretend that it's all great and it's as great as it was in its heyday. It needs called it. We need to have a lot of work to do at Rangers. I believe it's a mental thing. We need soldiers. We do need soldiers. Owen wouldn't have invited you on his channel. He couldn't handle the truth. But see, that's why I said it. That's why I like doing my own thing and reading comments. Because see, if someone was trying to defend this Rangers team and say, you know, they're not that bad, I would lose the head. I'd be like, no, they're fucking shite. And I'm not going to sit here on your shitey channel and pretend that things are fucking honky dory because they're not. It's mince. Do you want to go 13 out of 14 league titles next season? Do you have a fucking fetish with that, Owen? Old Firm, I was Hearts. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. Nero, our team need a beating. Stuart, I like Owen, but thick-skinned, he is not. You need to have thick-skinned. This stream that we were doing here the other day, man. If you didn't have thick-skinned, you'd have been scarred for life. Can't even remember what day it was. But yeah, our team do need a beating. I think I might end this at the hour mark. We might keep it going, but remember, I say half 12 more, probably just after 12, and then to about 3 o'clock. We would do a 3 hour live stream, just talking about the league, burying shitey players. I wouldn't go on someone else's channel. You have your own that's good, Stevie. You don't need to go on other channels. Yeah, that's it. Like, I've never went on any other channels. I don't really doesn't really interest me. I like doing my own shit. You know, like I said earlier, like the Rangers rabble, like they sit there 10 minutes at a time and they wait. I'm not saying you can't get the other person let their get their piece out, but they sit there like 10 minutes at a time. One person speaks, and then like the host, whoever will be Martin or Ian or whatever their names are, and then he'll be like give like a 10-second answer and he'll be like, and now you, Tommy, and it's like, what? I mean, I'm not going to see if someone tries to defend players or the board that just ain't true. I'm not going to sit there and fucking I nod my head like a good old sheep, like an Aberdeen pumping. No, and I would like to see some more Scottish Northern Irish players. We need more homegrown talent, and absolutely players that actually get what it means playing for Rangers. But they're not doing that. Don't see the point in going on other folks' channels. Nah. Homegrown players need to be on the backbone. People who care. Your streams are at their best when you're going in on the players. It's superb. See, I love going in on the players. I shouldn't. Well, I mean, I shouldn't love it, but I do, because I can't just sit back and accept it. I love seeing we do player ratings. We don't do it all that often. But it's like, how could anyone give John Lundstrom above a 0? I mean, go give John Lundstrom a 3. He was all right before he single-handedly fucked Rangers' league hopes and cost him 2 goals and get sent off. I thought, what? I was dead on, wasn't he, John Lundstrom? He was good. And fucking joke. Alex Ray should be fuming. Alex Ray. Anyway, I think we're going to end this soon. Get your questions in. I've been talking for an hour. We might do another stream later or something, but there will be loads of vids later. Regardless of what's happening. Planes, trains, everything. What's he doing? TV channel's the best because he's honest, and if we're good, he says it. When we're pish, he rips into them. That's the way it should be. Big John, let's go, Johnny boy, let's go. Exactly, that's how it should be, though. It's even when you beat Dundee 5-2 and you beat Kelly 4-1. That's what the board want us to do. See when they lose fans when we get beaten an Old Firm, they want it to be as easy as, we win the next game and then they're back on board. No, how can you get back on board after blowing a league title because you beat Kelly 4-1 or because you beat Dundee 5-2? No, it's no good enough. That's letting them get away with it. No, it's simply unacceptable. I mean, mediocrity should not be tolerated, and for too long it has been, and it needs called out. Simply, I mean, if you can't see it, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Wait, when you go to games you don't win. Well, I meant the games I've been to this season. I'll buy you a 10-year season ticket. Fuck. Might need. Well, I mean, Celtic don't need that. Rangers don't win enough and draw enough games anyway to win a league title. So Cantwell make a big deal scoring a pishy goal and it doesn't matter. Stupid stuff. Yeah. Celebrate like that by all means. See when that's won us a league title. See when that's won us a cup. Go ahead. Act the big. See when you've scored to make it 3-2. It's same with Fabio Silva. Doing this, man, the arms up in the air. What was that all about? To make it 1-1 against 10-man Kelly. See when Cantwell scored. You know what he should do? See, as soon as he scores, he should just celebrate. Well, not he should celebrate in a sense. He should be like that and then go get the ball at the back of the net. That's all it needed to be. He didn't need to go on for 5 minutes. Just making it about himself. Why do you guys cry about CJ Noble so hard? Fuck, I know I'm greeting here. I don't know why. The tears have just been trickling down my face for over an hour here talking about CJ Noble. And I'm sure everyone at home in the chat is greeting. All those laughing emojis will soon be turning to tears, big man. How come I can't send a super chat? Right. See with the chat, we type chat in, see the dollar sign next to it. If you click that, and then it says super chat, send a highlighted message, click that, and then it'll probably ask for like bank details and all that. But here, I'm not who's someone that read minds? I don't even know. I don't know. I can't tell you all that. But they're giving it the biggin. I am when it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like when he tweeted after the League Cup, like about not bad for a guy that does TikToks. I can half accept that he's won a trophy. All right, I'm not going to cry too much about that. But it's just other things he just doesn't need to get stuck into. And Rodgers is right when he says about that with Rangers. It's like Clement saying, "Oh, I want to win more than Callum McGregor." It's like, hold on, how in the fuck can Todd Cantwell sit there and say he wants to win more than Callum McGregor? Callum McGregor has literally won 9 league titles, and then if you factor in the cups, he's probably won what? I don't even. It's not all right. Have you? Oh, you have. See, I don't know. I don't. It's knackered. I don't know. Maybe it's just done. But what was I saying about? What was I even talking about there? I can't. Well, he's like what? He's 26. I want to win more than Callum McGregor. Cantwell would have to play till he's about. I mean, the rate we're winning titles, he'd probably have to play till he can collect a state pension before he can worry about it. Tea time is calling. Is tea time calling for everybody else here? I don't know. Why is it not working? But see, it's why. I mean, it actually gives me the option to send myself a super chat. Like, why would I do that? Um, yeah, but I don't. What's that all about? What's that email? Rangers email about my Gers. I fucking dead on hoovering £100 at my bank account a month ago for my Gers. Has everybody got their my Gers for next season? I haven't got it yet. The wee box at the Senji. Well, here's a pencil sharpener, and that'll make up for losing the league. Why? Absolutely. But I think we're going to end this here, guys. We went for an hour and 5 minutes. I've no idea why the super chat thing's knackered, but anyway, because that Celtic man, Kevin sent 199 about 5-10 minutes ago. Wank. There we go. Yes, you're the guy that paid in euros. That's how I know. That's how I know you Bluebells. What a legend, channel fucking legend. That's how it's done, folks. Well done, sir. What do you think Gers need to spend money position wise? Everywhere, mate. Apart from goalkeeping position, see, apart from the goalkeeping position, I don't see how you could complain with Rangers spending money in any position. Because, I mean, just to go, right, well, I'll go through the team quickly, right, and then I think I'll end this stream. So, obviously, we don't need a goalkeeper. If you keep Butland, McCrory's a good number two. In at left back, we need two new left backs, right? Yilmaz too injury prone. Barisic is away. I'm sick of relying on injury prone players. I want him out of there. See, unless Phil thinks he can rectify Yilmaz's injuries, I want him gone. In at the centre back positions, I don't want Balogun to re-sign. I'm sorry. Let's just move on. I want Suter sold. I want Goldson sold, and I want Ben Davies sold. And that pretty much leaves you with Leon King, which means I think we'd need about 3 or 4 centre backs. Young centre backs as well. I would like that. Jose Cordoba, that might work. And at right back, I want Tav sold, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not that the other 5 centre backs are going to get sold. I would like 2 right backs in there. Again, maybe push some youth through, try something different. Midfield, right? I think the midfield is probably the position other than goalkeeper where it's not absolutely. There's a lot of bodies in there that I think could have a future at this club, but John Lundstrom needs to go. Like I see Raskin, I do see Diamonde having futures here, but and Sterling absolutely. But we need to try Sterling and Diamonde. That's what I'd like to do. And then we need wingers up front. We need Shankland. Cam position. We need a creative midfielder. But I mean, I've literally just went through every position and went could do with 2 or 3. Anyway, we'll be back later in some capacity, troops. Till next time, leave your thoughts down below. Thanks everybody for the super chat. Everybody go and enjoy their tea, whatever it's going to be. Wouldn't mind some black pudding. I might go get some black pudding. Anyway, till next time. Peace.